I talk to students who are interested in theater, and half want to go to New York, half want to go to LA. What are some thoughts you have for those students that want to get to New York or wherever they want to go to act?
You bet. They're very different places. New York is extremely different from Los Angeles, geographically speaking. In many ways, though, they're so similar because they're both epicenters of activity, of news. I mean, you feel like on either coast that if you're in those cities, you're where it's at. Yes, there are a lot of there's a lot of originality coming from those centers, DC, other cities in the country. There is a lot of news happening. But New York is mainly a theater town with a whole lot of television being shot, a whole lot of television. So in New York, it's important that theater actors be able to do film. It's essential so that they can continue to be versatile and work anywhere and still make that money. And the other thing is LA is predominantly um, a film and television town, but there is a really strong element of theater there as well. So it really depends on the actor and what he or she is excited about. If Broadway is appealing and that is a goal, then that's a level of success that that actor might want to reach. If and again, that's a level of success. Another actor might really want to settle down in Denver and have a wife and kids and do one show a year, or have a husband and kids and do two shows a year, one musical at a theater, and still live their lives. That's their level of success. And we're excited to train any actor who is interested in the craft. What they want to do successfully is up to them, and we celebrate their level of success, whatever that might be. Those who want to go to Los Angeles typically like the sun, they like the vibe, they like film and television, they don't mind sitting in traffic for 5 hours to get 30 miles. I lived there for 13 years, and it was a wonderful, wonderful place. I have great friends there. I still go back and visit very often. Same is true of New York. I lived in New York for around 20 years and in total. And I miss it, but I'm happy to go on my own terms and not have to live there. I did a play there last summer with Teresa Rebeck again, who I worked with years before, and Rob Ackerman, the one who wrote Tabletop, the first play that I did in New York. So it was a wonderful full circle moment yet again. But then I go to Los Angeles, and I may be up for a television show at some point. I still work as a professional actor. So no matter what we do, East or West Coast, it depends on that person and really what they prefer. Some of them might prefer Chicago, which is another super theater town. And some might want to go to Dallas. Some might want to go to Seattle. So success is different for everyone, and we celebrate each person's version of success for them. Broadway isn't the be-all and end-all, but for some actors it is. And if that's the case, we want to help them get where they need to be.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about some of this stuff. I think it's a very insightful, very helpful to anybody if they are just interested in theater and the arts, kind of just like me. I'm just kind of a fan,
Yeah.
but others that want to get into it, absolutely, it's
Yeah.
great. Any last parting words to future actors or theater folks?
I guess the last thing I would say is we may be actors, we may be artists, theater artists, but find a hobby. Find something else that you love as well and stay involved in that. Have friends who are outside of the theater. Don't just have friends who are actors in the theater, and basically have a full life. Keep a full life going. Keep varied interests because it informs the characters that you might be playing, having outside interests. And don't take life too seriously. I would also say to actors, don't compare your life or your career to others because everyone's timeline is different. Everyone's timeline is different. So enjoy what we do. Enjoy the life that we've been given. Even in the midst of COVID-19, we're still finding ways to enjoy life and to live it. And we will soon find other avenues around it. And we will prevail. I guess that's what I would like to say. We will persevere. How's that?
Very inspiring.
Good. All right.
Well, thank you so much again. I appreciate you taking the time. And we talked for a good while, so I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Listen, I'm a talker. I will talk. So it's all good. Thank you for inviting me to visit with you. I enjoyed it.